Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm forecaster Mark Spencer from NeoWeather.com with your forecast for Friday, June 7th, 2013. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds out there after some morning fog. It'll be cool as well. We'll have a somewhat unsettled weekend in store. I'll detail that. And we're looking at storms for the beginning of next week. Get all the details and more starting right now. Taking a look at Tropical Storm Andrea this morning on the NeoWeather 3D Max Doppler radar. It's pretty much centered over North Carolina this morning. It is pulling off to the north and east fairly quickly, and by early Sunday morning it'll be off the coast of Maine, pretty much out to sea. Just yesterday, late afternoon, early evening, it made landfall in Florida, and you can see it's made quite a track overnight to this morning. Plenty of rain with this, some localized flooding. We're also looking at some gusty winds and some isolated tornadoes as well. We have a tornado watch in effect for parts of North Carolina and Virginia up to about Newport News. And I'm sure we'll probably see an additional tornado watch north of that later today. As usually there is a threat of isolated tornadoes with pretty much any tropical system. Here in Ohio, we're mainly be doing some cloud cover. We're not going to see any rain off of this. We just got plenty of rain actually yesterday, especially early yesterday morning. So mainly just cloud cover off of this system here. As we look closer this morning in Ohio, we can see plenty of low clouds around. Much of the fog over the viewing area has lifted. There still could be a few areas of patchy, dense fog, so if you're driving, you do hit that, be sure to slow down, allow for a little extra time to go through that area. I think by 10 o'clock, though, pretty much any leftover fog will have lifted. And mainly we're looking at low clouds, mainly cloudy skies. We do have a few breaks here and there across parts of the area, and as we look out towards western Ohio, we even have some thinning of the clouds. These are still somewhat low clouds out this way, but they are, thinning out and allowing some more sunshine to come through, and we're hoping that is the case as we get into the afternoon. So we'll see mainly cloudy skies through the morning, and then a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon hours, I believe, with some partial clearing as we get into the evening. Temperatures pretty much in the lower to middle 50s across the area. We'll get into the 60s today, and are we looking at warmer temperatures in our future? Stick around for the 7-day forecast coming up in just a couple minutes. Looking at our almanac for today, the high yesterday was chilly 62 degrees, the low 55. That's well below our average high of 76. The average low, we were right around average, the average low 57 for this time of year. Our record high 91, the record low 39. We had a third of an inch of rainfall at Cleveland Hopkins for yesterday. Now where you're at, you may have received a substantially higher amount, especially towards Mansfield, Akron, and Canton. We're at 1.9 inches for the month. We're actually running a surplus for the month so far, and we're at about 14.5 inches for the year. And we're running about 1.3 inches below normal. Not too bad right now. Sunrise is at 5:54 a.m. Sunset 8:58 p.m. All right, our pollen forecast for today. We'll go with that first. Tree pollen and grass pollen are in the moderate category. Your mold spores remain in the low category. If you are very sensitive to pollen, I think today may be a little bit rough for you. If you're not quite as sensitive, I think you'll get through today okay. But that's going to go back up. If we remain dry for a long period of time, we'll see if that remains the case in our 7-day forecast coming up in just a minute. First, our forecast for today. Mix of sun and clouds after some dense fog this morning. A high of 68 degrees. Winds will be out of the north at about 4 to 8 miles per hour. Again, we'll start your morning off at 8 a.m. Dense fog around. Be careful if you're driving out there. Use a little extra time. Slow down. Make sure your headlights are on. It'll be around 55 degrees. We're up to 61 by 11 a.m. Much of the fog will have lifted by then with just sun and clouds around. And we'll hang on to the sun and clouds through the rest of the day. We're at 66 by 2 p.m. and 67 at 5 p.m. Overnight tonight, mainly partly cloudy skies through the evening and overnight hours. Winds will die down again. Temperatures drop into the low 50s. Alright, that 7-day forecast, partly cloudy for Saturday, a high of 72 degrees. We'll get through much of Sunday dry. We'll have some scattered afternoon showers, though, ahead of another front that's going to move through our area on Monday. Our high Sunday, 77. 75 for your Monday. Showers and storms a good bet throughout the day. We'll have to watch for some flooding concerns. That looks like we're going to receive a decent amount of rainfall again on Monday. The showers and storms die down Monday evening. by Tuesday morning we'll have just a few scattered showers left over. Otherwise, we'll see some gradual clearing. The temperatures won't drop too much. Fortunately, we'll get down to about 71 for your high on Tuesday, so not too bad, just below the average this time of year. Wednesday and Thursday both feature partly cloudy skies. Your high on Wednesday 74 and on Thursday 78. And we may be able to crack 80 again by the end of the week. It remains to be seen. Be sure to stay tuned to neoweather.com for the very latest. I'm forecaster Mark Spencer. Thank you for watching. Stay up to date with the latest weather at neoweather.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. neoweather.com, Ohio's home for weather.